Hey Scrappers, welcome back to our crafting and sharing YouTube hop for the month of March. And this month we are taking our inspiration from a sketch. So each of the YouTubers in the hop will have chosen a sketch and they will be using that for the inspiration for their layouts this month. I showed the sketch that I'm using at the beginning of the video, and this was from PageMaps, the December 2019. It's one of the sketches from that month. So I will have the link below so you can go and check out that link from PageMaps. For my layout, I stay pretty close to the design or the layout that is in the sketch and sort of the layout of the papers, and pretty close to where the embellishments are. So you'll see I do kind of do a more diagonal design for my embellishing, but overall I stay pretty true to the original sketch. Now, to add some interest to my background, I just took a piece of white cardstock and then I took my stencil with all the stars from I believe that was Paige Evans, and I went ahead and took some turquoise glitter paste from, I believe it was Bo Bunny, and created that background with the stars, and then just did some sprinkles with some shimmers in Jenny B Blue. And so that is what I did for my background. And then once that was done, I did set that off to the side, and you see here I have gone ahead and started to matte my photo. I'm using one photo for this layout today, and it is of my son. And I just have a whole heap of pattern papers. Most of them are scraps, and so I just took a whole bunch of scraps in the colors of blue and green and sort of a purpley blue, and I'm going to use all of these different scraps to matte behind my photo. And then I have one 12 by 12 piece that I'm going to cut down and use for sort of the main strip of pattern paper that's on the sketch that goes sort of right in the middle. But apart from that, I'm really just doing a whole lot of layering behind the photo. I don't think in the sketch there's really a whole lot of layers. There might have been like maybe one behind the photo, but I had decided that I was going to take and just use up some of these scraps that I had, and so I just put several mattes. They don't all go around the entire photo. I sort of stick some so that they're kind of, covering two sides of the photo, but not all of them go all the way around like a true matte for the photo. Just wanted to add some interest, basically. Now here's where you see me taking the larger scraps and then that 112 by 12, and I am just cutting those down to basically create that middle band that you saw on the original sketch. And so, like I said, I'm going for the greens and the blues for this layout. So that is basically what all of these different little pieces of pattern paper are going to be focusing around, those two colors. So there you see I have sort of the background design pretty much matching the way the original sketch was. Now I will start laying out how the rest of the background and the little bits and pieces that I pulled for all my clusters, I'm going to lay everything out, and then I will glue everything down off camera. Once I have everything laid out and I go to glue it down off camera, I did decide that the sort of the seams where the pattern papers meet up with that middle pattern paper, you will still see that I do add something there. And once I come back after I have sort of placed everything down, you'll see that in the video here. I have a combination of just a whole bunch of puffy stickers and tags and some chipboard and some frames and some just different stickers that I just pulled out of my stash. I had a big bowl of just random pieces, and I just grabbed a whole bunch of different items that matched the colors that I was going with. There's no real rhyme or reason to the items that I chose. They aren't, some of them are themed for like office, because I had the office collection from Pig Fresh, and to me it doesn't bother me that I don't have anything Wi-Fi related, but I'm using Wi-Fi symbols and things like that. I just was picking for color. So there you see I have the main elements of my layout all laid out and glued down. And you'll see that for the two seams, I did take some washi tape that was green and I put that on white cardstock, and I went ahead and covered the two seams just to kind of finish it. I made it feel like it was a bit more finished. So I added that over top of the two seams on the top and the bottom. Now, next I am working on my title, and I am going to put my title in sort of the same location as what the original sketch had. I am not using a circle. I'm obviously using sort of that tab and that other sort of journaling box for where I'm going to place my title. And at this point, I know I want to have it sort of right there on those boxes, but I'm sort of going to fiddle around here for a few minutes and try to figure out how I want to lay it out. I really want that word pieces to go at the very bottom and to not go right onto my photo, but come right to the edge of the mats. And so I did pick up one of the embellishment clusters and move it just a little bit further over to the left. And so now it gave me enough room that I could kind of put my title nestled in there. I really like it connected to both the embellishment cluster and the photo. So I didn't want to have any gaps. So I'm going to, again, play with this till I get it just the way I wanted. And because this is sort of just a fun and playful photo of my son, my entire title, I kind of have that sort of bouncing baseline to my title where I don't keep it in a straight line. I like to often have my different letters kind of going at varying heights. And so that's what I'm going to do here as you see me kind of put it down. And I am able to nestle everything in pretty close around those journaling spots that I have on the layout. And the word love goes out a little bit longer than I would like, so I do end up sort of stacking it on top of each other at least a little bit, just to, again, kind of, it has that bouncing baseline and it's kind of like smushed together a little bit, which I really kind of like the look of that with those puffy alphas. There you see I have my title all down. And at this point, I am pretty happy with the layout. The last thing that I decide to add is just these enamel dots in clusters of 3 around each of the sort of 3 embellishment clusters that I have going on that diagonal down the layout. So I'm just going to fuss with where I'm going to put these enamel dots. And with that, these still photos will be coming up here in just a moment. And so guys, please be sure to check the links down below for all the other ladies participating in the hop, and go and check out their layouts and see what sketches they were inspired by. But guys, with that, this is how this layout came together, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.